after you look at your mail and you've kind of circled your choices in different categories, then you're going to go onto the Aeries portal. And when you get into the Aeries portal, you're going to see your classes that you have right now. And then you're going to click on this tab here that says classes. And then after that, you're going to click course requests entry. And that is where you are going to get to pick your classes. Let's continue. I'm going to show you a video that shows you exactly what that's going to look like. Okay, so here is the video that's going to show us exactly what the Aeries portal is going to look like. You're going to hear the voice of one of our colleagues at Roland High School who sort of explains this.
With your current 11th grade classes. Okay, so once you have done that, you're going to look for the classes tab at the top of the screen.
There's
classes. And in the drop-down menu, you're going to go ahead and click on the option that says course requests entry. And it should bring you to a screen that looks like this.
So I just want to review that. You're going to go onto your portal, you're going to click on classes, and then you're going to pick course request entry. Make sure you don't click course requests. Course request entry is the one that you want because you're actually going to enter in your classes. Now, I also want to bring your attention. I'm going to just kind of let you know where he's going next. If you follow, hey, oh, there I am. That's me. Okay. If you look here where it says name or number, this is a field where you could search for classes. So let's say that I am a senior and I have to sign up for English. I can just type in English, or I could put the course number there. Or I can go into this drop-down menu over here and it will show me different subjects and I can pick from there. So that is what he's going to be doing next. Go ahead and follow along.
Now, here's where the main screen is going to be able to allow you to enter in your courses for 12th grade. We can utilize that worksheet that we created earlier to help you with this process. So let's go ahead and get started with the first required subject, which is English. Now, you can search for English here by either entering in the title of the class. So if you just type in the word English, like so. You can also enter in a course ID number. So if you wanted to look for regular English 12, you could search for
He's getting that from the list.
1607, which will bring that right there. And let's say you also want to utilize the drop-down options from the subject areas. So if in the drop-down you select English, it'll give you multiple options of English-related courses to choose from. You will select the appropriate English course based on which program you plan to follow. And you can reference the sample class schedule document that Mrs. Escalera reviewed earlier. I'm going to go ahead and select English 12 as my choice and click on it. And I will then confirm my selection by clicking on the blue Request Primary button. And it will then add the course directly into my course request to the left.
Oh.
So the next required...
Sorry. I just want to pause. So he basically showed you 3 ways that you could find the classes that you need. You could put the number or the name in this field, or you could use the drop-down menu. And from there, just click on the class that you want. So he clicked on English 12, 1607, and then it showed up here because these are going to be your primary course requests. Okay, let's go ahead and let him continue. I'm going to actually just have him pick one more class and then I'm going to fast forward a little bit, but I just want you to be able to see the process again. So look for him searching it for here or here, and you can sort of listening to his thinking as to what classes to pick. He's using a senior as an example, but even though we're talking about a senior class, the same process is going to apply for English 11, English 10, US history, world history. I think he's going to look for government and econ for a senior. But if you're a junior, it would be US history. If you're a sophomore, it would be world history. If you're a freshman, you don't have to take a social studies class right now, unless you're on the IB track. But let's continue.
Our subject area for 12th grade students would be social studies. And for that would mean the government and economics classes. So in the drop-down option, we're going to go ahead and select the US government category. And it will provide you with different options to choose from. So if you're thinking about AP Gov and Econ possibly, please speak with your current history teacher for their best recommendation. So for this example, I'm going to go ahead and select American Government and add it to my course request by following the same process as before.
Request primary, very important.
Okay. So those are the two main required courses for all 12th grade students. Now that we've completed that, we're going to move on to some optional classes. So for example, let's say students want to continue in their math and science courses.
Okay, so the counselor now is picking you could see here he has English 12, college algebra, American government, and anatomy and physiology. And now he's picking out his elective, which is going to be photography. So let's watch him do that. And again, watch him as he picks out I think this time he's going to get the course number from the worksheet and put it in there.
919, because I'm interested in taking photo 2, and I will type that in the course ID box, and photo 2 will pop up, and I'll click on it to select it as a primary course request. So now the important thing to remember regarding electives is that for every elective you select, you must enter in an alternate elective choice.
True.
We ask students to do this just in case your first choice elective is full or it doesn't fit into your schedule. Please select an alternate elective that you would possibly be okay with taking next year, as you could be enrolled in that class. So for example, let's say I want to take foods and nutrition as my alternate for photo media 2. So I'll go ahead and search this class in the search box by typing in the code, which is 1707, the course ID number.
You got that from
I'll click on the class, but this time I'm going to click on request alternate. This will add it to my course request as an alternate elective choice. Please be sure to repeat this process for every elective you select.
Okay, so that is an important that's an important piece because you want to make sure that any elective that you pick that you have a few choices afterwards because as you know certain electives we may only have a few teachers that teach that particular or one teacher that teaches a particular elective and we want to make sure that we know what your next choice is. Sometimes when students just say, oh, I only want this and I'm not interested in anything else, well, guess what? If that class gets full, then we are forced to make that decision for you. We really don't want you to. We want you to decide. So please, please, please add alternates to your course selections. Okay. So once you pick all your classes, you should see your course requests. And I have to emphasize, these are course requests. Sometimes students say, I didn't pick this. Well, I know you requested. You're requesting. You're saying, if there's room, please put me in this class. Unfortunately, we can't always give you 100% of the classes that you want, but hopefully you'll communicate alternates and we'll be able to set up a schedule that you will enjoy. But remember, you are requesting these classes. It is not your actual schedule. In fact, if you pick a bunch of classes that you don't need and that the schedule is wrong, we're going to have to fix that for you. So, but you're putting in your requests. I just wanted to let you know the difference between a request and your actual schedule, which you will get before school starts. But moving forward, I just want to point out that once you put in all of your requests, you should see your requests here. And down below here, you could see to the bottom left, alternate course requests. You could kind of see that there's that foods and nutrition that he actually added. That is where you will find your alternate requests. So let's go ahead and continue on with our presentation.